Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dyson Sphere Program! And in between the last episode and this one, I let the game run a bunch to just process various researches. I queued a few others, and the other thing I did is our little oil production center over here, which is still a giant bottleneck for hydrogen, which we're going to address in this episode. It did get to the point where we were consuming more crude oil than we could produce from this one pump here, so I went and expanded. Way over here, there are two crude oil pumps. You can't see, there you go. You see the other tooltip in the distance. Two crude oil pumps that are coming over here. This annoys me, but I actually can't make a straight line here because the curvature of the planet is, if I go into construction mode, actually you can see it. See how the grid, like, doesn't line up? It's because of the curvature of the world. So every now and again, they have to change the size or the way these hexes actually show up, which is kind of neat, I guess, but means that you get stuff that doesn't look quite right. Anywho, so I've got plenty of crude oil coming in. Now, one of the things I unlocked while you guys was away is right over here, X-ray cracking. So this is, so we have our basic chemical engineering, which I think is the one, actually I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the basic one was that, oh, right here, there we go. Plasma refining cracks the crude oil into refined oil and hydrogen. Not much of it, though. X-ray cracking unlocks a new recipe, which turns hydrogen plus refined oil into more hydrogen and these energetic graphenes, or whatever it's called.
The ability to
yes, and we have access to space. That just finished here. We're going to be doing that in a second. Anyway, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tear down this whole structure.
And you will enter the ceiling when you reach a certain altitude.
Attempt to X out there. Thank you very much. I'm going to let what's in here sort of drain out before I do too much else. Now, we do still have the refined oil, and I know if I blow this up, I lose everything that's in there, but we're nearly full on this, so it's a good thing that we're getting this process started. This makes me think a lot of Factorio when you get your second tier of oil refining in place, because it avoids certain bottlenecks and accelerates things pretty dramatically. So, I just want to get everything out of the system before we tear it down. Sail operation guide. Mouse is locked by default. Use tab to switch to mouse look. Okay. Forward key, shift to accelerate, backward key to slow down. QR to sidestep. Well, we'll go to space soon. Ooh, warp. Yes! Cross the distance between galaxies. Oh my god. This game just keeps getting crazier and crazier. It looks to me... I've got another production cycle. Lack of material. Oh, this one was never operating because it actually was never draining its crude. Alright, which is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and blow this all up. We're going to lose maybe a little material in there, but that's going to be okay. Clear that. And clear out some of these. Now, we still need... Come on. Especially the elevated sections. It can be a little tricky to get the mouse clicks to register kind of sort of where I want them. Now, we're still going to need the first level of oil refining. Come on. I guess you could just draw a square and dismantle it. You know, almost like the red blueprint in Factorio. We're still going to need the first level of oil refining because we need to get the crude into refined oil format. And it also will bootstrap our hydrogen production. Crude on there, which is fine. Oh, we do have some refined over. You know what? I don't care. Blow that all up. And you two, and you two. And you know what? Let's do a little more. Let's try to get a blank slate. I also have a lot of material to cover the waterways over here, so we've got some room to work. So here's what I'm seeing. Let's deal with this fine, please. Okay. What I'm seeing in my head, we've got the chemical plants I built accident last time, and then the oil refineries. Now, these oil refineries, we need one, let's say down here. Might be easier this way. Yeah, I don't know. Down here, this is going to be the one that does the basic formula, the basic recipe that cracks the crude oil into refined and hydrogen. Then what we can do, now we can empty from both sides. I want to chain them this way or this way? You know what, let's turn this. I think I've got an idea here. What we're going to do... So we're going to get a string of these, and the output's going to have to be from here... Thusly. Okay, this is where the crude's going to come in. It's going to be a little weird because of that, but you know what? It's going to be fine. And we just got the storage tank over here that can act as a buffer. I can double stack this up. It's going to be a-okay. So we're going to have something here. We'll probably have a bunch of these that take the crude and then turn it into the refined and hydrogen. And I think we want to go one side crude, one side hydrogen, same thing as before. Let's arbitrarily say on the inside here, we're going to have the hydrogen. Oh, I need to set these recipes, so you're going to do that. You'll also do that. And then we are going to do grabbers, so you're going to come from here. You're doing hydrogen onto here. And hydrogen onto there. Okay. And then we're going to have over here the refined oil, kind of like this. Now, for this, we want to feed the refined oil into these tanks. Actually, no. Well, sort of, yeah, because I still would like a buffer system. But I guess not really. What we're going to do is we're going to have another one of these. Huh. Because this recipe is actually going to take... It needs the refined and the hydrogen. And it's going to output more hydrogen and then the graphite, or the graphene. So we kind of need to do... Okay, we need to grab hydrogen from here. Can you set a filter? I guess it's going to grab whatever's on there, because it's an input. Okay. And you're going to output the hydrogen again. So you take a little to kickstart, and then you export it. In fact, we might want these in the opposite direction, so that it can pick up the one that it made right away, which is a little weird to think about. Yeah, you're going to output hydrogen. You're going to input hydrogen. Unless it just, like, maintains its own inside, but I don't know. From the other side, you're going to be picking up the crude. Okay, I like this, but I think what we need to do is flip these around like this. Oop, I didn't want to dismantle. I was holding shift, but I guess I hadn't deselected that. Alright, whatever. So if we do this and this, because then what we can do is we can export the, we can output the graphene on this side. Go back on this. Now, we have to be level for it to export. Maybe we can... It must be horizontal, which is a little awkward. Ooh, I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see. I don't think so. I don't think it can grab from this, right? No. Okay, well, what if this one was level? And then from here, this could be the part that climbs up and then drops down again. I bet we can make that work. Oops. So we're going to do grab here. So again, you're going to grab from here hydrogen. He's never got a recipe. He's like, why did the filter have a whole extra thing? Well, there's not enough room for all of it. Oh shit! Because we need 2 spots for grabbers, and then we need 2 outputs as well. I mean, I could do it if everything wasn't so compact. I kind of wanted it to be compact. I'm betting there's a solution that has it very, very compact packed like this. Because then I was thinking, and then from here, we are going to get the graphene. And then we can shunt it off wherever we need it, because we've got extra. And so we should be ending up with a lot more hydrogen than we did before, flowing off of here. So that hydrogen would be what would be connecting to this area over here and then feeding into our science stuff. But there's not enough room for both. There's excess room on this side. Now, I wish that there was a way to grab from a second row. You know what I mean? But I don't think there is. What if it's further away? I mean, it talks about angle. Is there any chance that it would actually work? Do this? I mean, if we're that far away, and we can just put them side by side. Yeah, we may have to just leave an extra gap between these guys. I feel there must be a way. But the problem is this. I bet you someone's figured it out. There's probably, I don't know if there's shared blueprints, but people probably have pictures online. How short can we do this? You have to be level. Yeah, not really. There's not any room to do anything in this. And sort of overlap. Oh, I feel like there's definitely something, but I can't figure it out. We may just have to put a gap between these guys. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I mean, they can chain. Here's the thing. If we don't have them stuck side by side the same way, it does become much easier to chain these guys. Because we have the hydrogen on this. Our energy depleting soon. Oh, that was probably okay. The hydrogen output over here. I have more wood and stuff on me? Yeah. And the graphene that way. And I suppose what we could end up with is sort of a mirrored layout this way. Well, it doesn't matter. But if we put in a gap in our factories, doesn't matter. I don't think it matters which way these face, because I don't think we're using the end part. But if we have a little gap like this, what we could end up with our conveyors, we could have our crude oil or refined oil. For 2? I don't think so. No. We could have it flow into here and then flow backwards somehow. So I would still like to buffer the refined oil. That would be quite nice. Hydrogen, so this is the refined oil side. Okay, cool. It wasn't set. So, oh! Keep doing that. Okay, elevated little thing that comes this way. With the intention of feeding into this. And an output. From here that just comes back around. I guess actually we can pull it off the pull it off this bit. I think that was an in or an out. I guess we would need a splitter here to do the different routes. How would we get this? Well, this would just come around this way and do one of those. Yes, I'm sort of digging this idea. So you probably can't make that corner, but we can trim that back and then do something like that. I was hoping to do something compact, and I still feel very strongly that there is some sort of compact solution over there. Just not one that I can figure out. I gotta remove these filters. And then, so we have hydrogen, graphene. So we're still going to do something where we get these oil refineries this way. I'll leave some space. And what it means is we need our refined oil to end up over here. Another one over here. Do I have splitters on me? Yeah. This splitter's probably fine. I mean, I guess I could use the multi-level splitter and... yeah, hold on. If I come here, and was it tab? Yeah, this look over here, rotate it. No, I guess it doesn't matter. Either way, I end up with kind of an awkward ramp setup. That's okay. Then from here, we say up. Cross you over here, come back down, and run that way. There we go. So I can scale up our oil refining by adding more of this. I can scale up the second tier by expanding in this direction. It might be using a little bit more space than it has to. I feel like there's probably some sort of stacking that is still doable there, but I don't know. I guess I just don't have enough three-dimensional thinking. But this should be tileable, depending on what throughput is most important at that given time. So for these guys, we can come back over here and once again say, so you are going to be exporting hydrogen and then picking up hydrogen, which still feels really weird to me, but... And maybe it turns out I'm doing something wrong here, and that's what's using up slightly more space than I'm expecting. Boom, boom, boom. And from here, you're going to be grabbing that. And from here, you're going to be grabbing that. So I think if we add power to the system, stuff starts working. Stuff starts working. Very technical, I know. Okay, I think the filters are all set up. Let's drop some power and see what happens. Yeah, I guess there's overlap, but we can go for symmetry. Are you not actually picking up the crude? Okay. I've got a bunch on me. Can I drop it in there? Yeah, good. Can we burn it for fuel? Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright, hydrogen going out. Hydrogen getting picked up. And production is happening. Oh, we are not yanking. Hold on. I think it's a pretty slow scale, so I think we can use the cheap ones. But from here, the graphene needs to go there. Oh, you know what I have to do? I have to offset these. still want to pull in the hydrogen as late as possible. Add it in over here. And then from here, the graphene goes that way. Alright. I think we can probably plan, since we're, or maybe expanding this grid, we can assume this pattern is going to continue for a while. Another object. What are you colliding with? Oh, maybe I just started in a weird place. Now, at some point, we've got to split this up so that they can merge. I mean, ideally, we probably want something, like that. The problem is this. I guess what I can do with this is I can just lift up to here, and I can still run them on top of each other here, which is nice. We may need to move it depending on exactly how we tile this stuff. Route you to where the hydrogen was going before. I don't know if we have anywhere that consumes graphene. We might just end up putting it in a storage bin somewhere. What I'll do for now, so we need to make sure it's constantly getting consumed, is I will move it near our sort of bus area. Something might use it. And then we'll just drop it down and put in a storage depot. Mark 2 storage. Mark 1 should be fine. I don't remember if this goes directly into it. No, it's got to be picked up, huh? Okay. What we'll do is I'll grab a fast sorter for that. Back over here so my drones don't have to go quite as far. And I think our science will be sciencing again. And then we can scale it up. I mean, probably for now, our hydrogen production is a little slower than before. I'm actually not sure what the times are on these productions. We can double check it. Can I check it in here? This is what, 4 seconds a cycle, 4 seconds a cycle. No, okay. So the speeds are exactly the same. What does that mean? Hold on. So this produces 1 hydrogen every 4. This consumes 2 every 4 to generate another 1. Oh yeah, but it feeds it into its own hydrogen, so that's okay. What about the refined? Hold on. This consumes 1 refined. This makes 2 refined. Ah! Okay. So this thing over here is producing 2 refined per cycle. So we really do want 2 of these per line, so that our refined gets consumed at a 1-to-1 ratio. The hydrogen doesn't matter because it produces its own. But right now what would happen is our pile of refined would fill up and eventually bottleneck and starve out. Well, it wouldn't starve out the system because they actually do produce their own hydrogen. But we definitely wouldn't be running it as good as we could. But now if we do this, we will be consuming the refined oil as quickly as we produce it. Right now, we don't use anything. We use it for anything else. Need it a little longer. No, that's weird. I don't know. So you're feeding to there, and then for here, what we'll actually have to do is produce some more of So I need a couple more so that we can pull the hydrogen out of this, which of course is the main purpose of this whole system. I don't have automated sorter creation. I really should. Also, there's a better places for me to grab that. Mark 1. Produce a bunch. Thank you. Okay. Ooh, science is sciencing. That's great. I'm getting currently a bunch of upgrades for my bot because we do have space travel happening. So I want, bigger you know, fuel capacity, faster movement, all that kind of jazz, because that seems like it's going to be fairly useful. Oh, right. We need to pull the hydrogen out of here. Okay, so I mean, it took a whole episode, but problem solving. Hydrogen and hydrogen. Boom, boom, boom. And is it just me, or is the graphene not moving? Oh! You need power. Let's say. There's something that is being a little, as we say in the French, qu'est-ce que fuck? There we go. We need some power generation. We need more of these magnetic coils. I mean, normally at this point in Factorio, I would want a big mall, but it's kind of annoying to, like, place everything. I don't know. And let's go and pick up a bunch of iron plates. Mostly because I don't know really what we need, so it's like, I feel very unsure about developing central production for these things, even though I should probably have it. Okay, that's tons of power, and then some extra juice left over. Well, since we can into space, I feel like we should at least see what it looks like to go into space. So first of all, I mean, I could always jump. Now I can double tap to go fly mode. Woo! And if I hold this, I'll go up and up and up and up and up. And if I hold space and go forward, it'll go into sailor mode.
In sailor mode,
Woo!
you can control the mecha, go to different planets
Oh my God.
or planetary systems by following the arrows in the space navigation. Hold down the shift key to accelerate, back arrow key to slow down. You can also use the Q, R keys to hold down the right mouse button, dragging to sideward flight.
So I'm running out of power, I better land. Q and R, right mouse button to... Okay, sideways flight. Oh my god, that burned through our fuel so fast. So fast. I think one of the things we can produce... and charge mecha... Is that the actual fuel cells? Can be used to extract refined oil. Can be used to make wireless power. Yeah, and charge mecha, but that's not actually our power... I think there is a compact fuel cell that we started with. I don't think it's these. No. It is not. Where the hell am I? Where's my base? Over there. Well, I was going to say I should fly over there, but maybe I don't want to. Maybe I'm going to have to be a little more preserved on the power. When you glide over the water like this, it does apparently use more power as well. Yeah, you can actually see my power charge is going up right now, but if I'm hovering over the water, it's going to dip down. But that's one of the things we're researching over here. These extra energy circuits gives us more mecha fuel power. So that's going to be a good idea, it feels like. And then the mecha core is some more max core. So hopefully... Anyway, hopefully all this will contribute to us being able to go a little further. This is full of oil, which is not a surprise, because we're actually not cracking that much oil into the other things compared to before. I suspect this is still not enough hydrogen, but what I will probably do is expand on this structure here. I guess there's the coal over here that might get a little in the way, but we can... maybe I'll expand to the other side. It feels like we want a lot more hydrogen production if we're going to keep up with our tech rates, if nothing else. So I'll try to build a little bit more of this. I might do some Googling to see what else some of them come up with, but it's not bad. I feel like I think this is working as efficiently as it will. I think the only question mark is mostly, can this be done more space efficiently? And I feel like almost certainly that is the case. But we do have something that is fairly tileable. Just need to allow room here, and then it's going to get over there for that, and then we're going to have another one like so. We're going to run into more Earth curvature, planet curvature kind of stuff, maybe. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and just expand on this pattern, and we'll get more hydrogen going on. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.